Friday. We got Brandon XNS Spam, East Egan, Mr. Ron Forrester. Who else? We got Professor Arnaldo Rivera, Georgie Mock, Silver. What's up, Morgan? Radic. How you guys doing, man? Hit me up in the chat. That's how we can communicate. You got questions for me, comments, jokes, whatever, man. It's Friday. Love Fridays. Doesn't mean it's time to take time off. It is the weekends are for the week. That just means you got a lot more time to get stuff done. Now, it depends on what your priorities are. For me, family is always number one, but business is a very close second because my businesses allow me to do all the things with my kids. Dude, how many of you guys got kids out there? Give me a number one in the chat. What's up, Morgan? Thank you for that, buddy. Who's got kids? Who's got kids? I got three, man. I got three. My daughter, 16-year-old, my oldest, just started her first job. She got a job at Chick-fil-A. Kind of excited about that. I love Chick-fil-A, man. You guys like Chick-fil-A? Poor thing. She's 16, sweet, super smart, hard worker, very, very kind and funny person, talented. Magani Kirkchak, you got a kid. Professor Arnaldo Rivera's got four, man. All right, dude. You're either Catholic or Mormon or something. My oldest started at Chick-fil-A, and man, she is just such a sweetheart. Really, like, just a fantastic human. And all these people now are like, instead of being happy for her, it's her first job. It's a cool gig, man. $17 an hour. Unreal. So she's in there, and some of these people are like, oh, why are you working for them? Do you hate the gays and all this stuff? And it's just like, man, can't you be happy for my kid? She's not really religious. That's a very religious organization. She just loves Chick-fil-A. She likes that food. Her primary source of protein is chicken, man. That's what chicken nuggets, chicken salad. Like, she likes chicken. She doesn't like red meat, which is probably best for her health anyway. But, she's like, Dad, what do I say to him? I said, hey, man, tell him, like, when the gays get some better chicken, you'll go work for them too. It ain't about gays. It's about the chicken. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing good. I wanted to talk today. I talk a lot about family business. One, because I believe in it. Two, they are absolutely the backbone of the American economy. I mean, look at Walmart, McDonald's. These are all businesses that start out as family businesses and just became empires. And so that's what I want to talk about today is building your own family empire. I'm going to give you a playful, fun blueprint for success. Okay, guys? So this is really about taking your family and working more with them. This is the other thing. Like, my wife and I have a software company. We work, her sister, my sister-in-law, also works for the company. We also have an uncle that works for the company. We have, and then other people come in that aren't related, but it's just such a nice feel for a business as well, right? So I think it's fantastic. I'm hoping to loop my kids into our businesses. We already we do trade shows for the software company. My daughter, my oldest, and then my oldest boy, who's 13, Dan, they've worked trade shows for us, getting leads, talking to people, greeting people, giving them swag, that kind of stuff. My youngest and he's actually started his own business. His name's Billy. He started a soap company called Beauty by Billy. He's actually the most entrepreneurial of all my kids, but he's just a little young to get him working with us. But this is probably one of the greatest things you can do because you get to spend more time with your family and you make a lot of money. The reason I asked if you guys have kids out there, because I want to make sure that if you make more money with a family business, for example, you get the benefit of being able to spend time with your kids. Plus, you can buy them. This year, I was able to get them whatever they wanted, man. That is amazing. I'm very proud of that. I bought them this year. I got 3 kids, so this gets expensive, and they're all in private school. So I got them brand new bikes, brand new laptops, brand new cell phones, a whole like bedroom set up. So, you know, these are the things that are, and they're all in special camps. My daughter does scene study for acting, and you know, my boys are in grappling and martial arts and stuff like that. So it is probably the greatest thing you can do, right? I mean, imagine lounging on a beach, sipping a pina colada, catching the rays, but you're basking in the glory of your family empire, man, right? It's not far-fetched, dude. The way I've been able to work my life for the last 20 years, I have been able to spend so much time with my family, right? I did not want to be one of these guys. I was working in investment banking, actually mortgage banking, when I met my wife. And that required me to work 10-hour days, and I had a 90-minute commute each way from my place in Venice Beach to the bank in Pasadena. For those people who know anything about Southern California. Okay. And when my wife and I first got married, we started having kids. I was like, dude, I want to be a dad. I don't want to be gone. I want to be involved. How are we going to do this? And I took inventory of everything that I had at my disposal. And one of them was the company that my wife was working for at the time. I saw a lot of potential, and we doubled down on it. I quit. Now, I had already built up a couple of the businesses. Scientific Wrestling was already going strong. I was making, back then, it was like 10 grand a month. And I had also started a reverse mortgage consultancy. I think I backed out of that for a number of reasons. But I did start the company, got it going with my partners. But I backed out. One, because I just wasn't totally into what I was doing there. I thought it was a great idea. I came up with a great idea, but I felt like I wanted to do more with my other ventures. So I'm just telling you that it's possible, okay? You're going to need teamwork. You're going to need a little bit of, I'm giving you the recipe, a little dash of a little sprinkle of strategy, and a lot of love, okay? Love with your family and the people that you're working with, but love for what you're doing. And you do that, and you can truly develop a thriving, prosperous empire, okay? That could be the envy of your friends and neighbors. Now, you don't want to inspire envy because there are envious people out there, man. But I will tell you, it's almost like a video game. The closer you get to winning the game, the more the final bosses and the haters come out and try to stop you. Okay. So I want to talk about a few tips to help you guys build up a family empire from scratch. Okay. So before you start building the empire, let's talk about like the cornerstones of a family empire, right? The foundation, everything you're going to build it on. And you want it to be huge, man, like tall and proud, but you got to have a strong foundation. Number one, communication. You have to be able to have the hard conversations. And this is sometimes, I think, easier maybe with family. Hopefully. Depends on your family, I guess. What's up, Stellar Steven? Got Grizz, Zai, Dev, Samaldo, Tomas. Happy to see you again. Okay, the foundation. Communication. Crucial. 100% crucial. 2, trust. To me, now again, maybe you have an awful family. I don't think that's the norm. I think it can happen. So if you have an awful family, you might have to go find a family that you can have communication, open, honest communication, trust. Okay. Without trust, man, this castle, it's a sand castle, bro. It's built on sand. The first wave, it's going to be gone quick. Love. That's number 3, man. That's what keeps everything held together, right? And then 4, you have to have goals. And I highly suggest the bigger the goal, the better. And you need to get everybody on board. You got to get everybody on board. Okay. So none of these rinky-dink half-ass goals. Okay. So let's just real briefly talk about these 4 cornerstones, right? 1, communication. This is really the key, the beginning of all of it. You got to have like open, honest lines of communication. Now, how do you do that? Regular family meetings. Just like business meetings, man. How many of you guys that have a family have family meetings? How many? This is where, just like in a business, man, people voice ideas, opinions, maybe challenges or concerns. You got to do the same thing in the family. And you got to make sure, just like in a business, that everybody feels heard and important. Okay? Because they're trying to bring up something that they see. They are your eyes and ears. You can't see everything, especially as you get huge. So you need to learn to listen. And that doesn't mean listen with the response in mind, right? We all are guilty of that to some extent. Give them the full attention. Don't interrupt. Don't fix. Just listen. Okay? Empathize. And then you have to speak up. And you have to encourage other people to speak up without the fear of like retaliation or humiliation or judgment. Okay? And that leads us, I think this open communication in your family business, in your family empire, will lead to trust, to building this rock solid foundation. So now you have trust and you can start building on that, right? So what does that mean? You need to be reliable, man. If you say you're going to do something, do it. I told my kids, hey, man, sometimes they complain. They're like, Dad, you're working too much now. And I'm like, dude, I'm with you guys all the time. But yeah, I get it. I'm busy. I'm focused. I'm trying to do things. Do you understand that I made you a promise? I wanted to get you a laptop, a cell phone, a new bike, take you on a trip. I wanted to do all these things, season passes, movies. I have to work. So do you understand the trade-off? So I want to live up to my agreements. This is about being reliable, saying you're going to do something for them and then following up. You don't want to be that guy like your kid's coming up to you and are all bummed out. Daddy, did you make a sale today? Can I get my bike? Sorry, Johnny, I was slacking off, swiping left and right or scrolling up and down. Okay? Be reliable. Next, you've got to start being transparent, even with your kids, man. Be open, share info openly. Don't keep it secrets. Okay? See, Maldo 209 says, without understanding and communication, you'll get nowhere. Agreed. Punchy Facey, what's up, Carmen? Gave me a number 1. Thank you, sir. Accountability. Yeah. Be reliable, dude. And you're going to inspire that in your, don't you want your kids to be reliable people? Those are the kind of people trust. Don't you want them to be open and transparent? They're going to do what you do, not what you say. And then last, with regards to building trust, you've got to be supportive, man. If they need help, you've got to help. And you got to have their backs. If you want them to have your back. Does that make sense? And then finally, after communication and using that to build trust, now you can get to the good stuff. Love. That's the mortar between the bricks, man. That keeps everything solid. That's the secret ingredient. That's the Colonel's secret recipe, right? And how do you do that? You got to show appreciation, man. That's the great thing about business. So if somebody does something amazing and is helpful, well, hopefully because it's business, and you help somebody else, you could show your appreciation. Maybe that doesn't mean buying them something, but maybe giving them accolades in front of everybody. I mean, that's why, obviously I love scientific wrestling. I love the Mace Bell. I love No1 coaching. But, the company I work with my wife, Game Master, dude, this is a great company because it is truly it's a big family company. And I mean, not big. I think we have maybe 8-10 employees. It's not huge, but a lot of them are family, right? So they got your back. You know you could trust them. You know that they actually care and love you. But that company serves amusement parks and attractions and family entertainment centers and water parks, which is where families go as well to make memories. So it's just a fantastic feeling, right? Plus, if you're working with your family, you also get to spend quality time together. And for us, we go to amusement parks and attractions all the time, and then we get to write it off because everybody's in the business. Everybody likes this stuff. It's just, do you see how you could start stacking and integrate your life? Okay. And then the last part is really the big goals. Okay. The big goals, you got the communication, you got the trust, you got the love. Now you have to have goals so that everybody is rowing the boat in the right direction. Does that make sense? So you need to develop a vision where everybody has buy-in, where everybody's goals are integrated into the group goal together. So like my daughter, I know she has aspirations to get into acting and some other things like that. So we're like, man, we're going to put you into acting classes. We're going to help you do all this stuff. And then she helps us. Plus, we get to keep her close as she gets older. This is great. Okay. So you've got to get that unifying thing and get buy-in from everybody. And then you've got to make your goals massive. This is the thing I like about the 10X community, the 10X movement, is set these big, ridiculous goals because they're motivating. And then break them down into tasks, assign roles, assign responsibilities, right? Division of labor, divide and conquer. This way, everybody is playing in and has a hand in the success and can feel proud, right? And then as you have these giant goals, you've got to review and adjust because the world is constantly changing. So you've got to adjust. And this is why the other foundations of love and trust and communication all kind of fit in, right? So how do you ensure that that your family empire stays strong and resilient? You have to constantly be nurturing, investing into these cornerstones of communication, trust, love, and goals. Okay, that's it. And what do? You got a family member that's kind of not on board or whatever, then you've got to communicate. Again, back to communication, you got to keep the lines of communication open, and you've got to really work hard, even though it might irk you or you think they're wrong. As somebody once told me one time, hey man, you can either be rich or you can be right. And that was really, and rich doesn't mean money. It might be rich in family, rich in love, wealthy in relationships. Something to consider, right? And you really should try to celebrate everybody's unique gifts, quirks, talents, interests, right? So that your empire has its own flavor, if that makes sense. So I know that like building a family business, but not just a business, an empire can seem daunting. I understand that. But honestly, like everything, it's mental, it's mindset. Have a playful vibe, man. Build your foundation on communication, trust, love, and big goals. And you will really start rocking and rolling, man. Okay? So get your hard hats, get your blueprints, and let's start building an empire, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. So be patient, have fun, enjoy the time with your family as well. So, guys, it's Friday. I hope you guys make the most of the weekend. I am out of here. I've got another meeting that I got to jump on to, client meeting, and I got to close a big deal. I appreciate you guys. Next weekend, I am in Charlotte. Come see me. Scientific Wrestling is going to be at Fit to Fight, Ryan Hoover's gym out in Charlotte, North Carolina. 2 days grinding, learning wrestling. Catch as catch can, folk style. A little bit of Greco-Roman. Even a little bit of jiu-jitsu thrown in there. We are truly a hybrid. Love to see you guys. And if you want to get on the mission with us, how many of you guys would love to just jump in and already have all of everything you need to start selling, brand, all of that? Dude, come and affiliate with us. Should jump in. Carmen says, have a great weekend, coach. Talk soon. Thank you, sir. Stellar Steven says, today's topic was very fitting today. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. So I think I'll see you in Charlotte, Stellar Steven, and maybe you, Carmen. I think you're coming. I hope so. So, all right, guys, I'm going to jump on here, off of here. If I can help you, hit me up. I know a lot of you guys hit me up about the AI talk yesterday. I'm happy to help you. I'm really going deep down the rabbit hole on that. If you think I know some about business and you think I know some about catch, dude, I'm spending as much time on this AI thing as I ever have on those things. It's blowing my mind. I'm here to help you. Love to see you guys get in shape, dude. I woke up this morning, 6 a.m., got into HotWorks. I did my, you guys watch One Punch Man? My kids call me One Punch Dad because he's got this workout that's kind of, I think it's based off of Carl. It's the 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 10-kilometer run. I do my own version of that, and it's 200 sit-ups, 100 squats, 50 push-ups, and 25, 2 sets of 12, actually, so 24 pull-ups. If you notice, the increments change in 50s and 25s, descending. Anyway, had a great workout this morning, man. Working my ass off all day. My dad's 82nd birthday, going to go celebrate that tonight. Still got some more business to do, but I am here for you. If I can help you, let me know. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will catch you on Monday.